hurry up and come my weekend love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and welcome, welcome and welcome, welcome. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Who's that who was singing this song? Who is the singer?
Chris Martin.
Chris Martin. Oh.
We make love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and welcome to the biggest comedy talk show in East and Central Africa. This is most definitely TNL with Dr. Foneke. My name is the one and only, the eagle himself, Kenya's king of English comedy. Dr. Foneke is my name, alongside the one and only.
Not your ordinary DJ listening.
Yeah, people are wondering, today we are coming from the bushes. Apparently we have not paid our rent as a station. Today we are coming right from the garden. We're literally shambala wanyama.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where you're watching from. Welcome and welcome. Others are watching from Kenya. You're watching from Uganda, Zimbabwe, watching online. Others are watching from America. Others are watching from the United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and welcome to TNL with Dr. Foneke. My name is Dr. Foneke. And of course, the first things first, today we have an amazing show lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. This guy, I think, is becoming one of the most vocal mheshimiwas in parliament right now. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Sankok will be coming up on the show later on. And of course, apart from him, we're having DJ Lesson, of course, on the show. Manola, and of course, later on, Michael Bundi will be coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen. But first things first. What? Hey, the cold. The cold. Hi, the cold.
Yeah,
this is not even normal for everybody. Let me tell you, if you're single, we know what you're going through. At this point, grab somebody, I don't know. If you're living alone, just move in with somebody for at least 2 or 3 months.
Why are you not saying coffee?
Coffee
can work as well.
Coffee at this point, even coffee will not help. Coffee will only stay in for 2 minutes, then come out. We need something that will be stagnant inside the body. But please remember, let this cold not be how do you call it in Kiswahili? Kuchocha. Let this cold not torture you into something that you'll regret 9 months from now.
Thank you.
Be very careful. Just because the cold doesn't mean that you'll become a father or a mother unprepared. So just be careful. If you're going to a sleepover, one of you should sleep on the bed, the other to sleep in the babysitters. You know, babysitters, when you leave the bed, you already leave the house.
But you want to warm each other, so how would you sleep there and someone else?
No, at least let them just be careful. Put a barrier. At least leave some room for the Holy Spirit. Just go there sleeping and haphazardly everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, for the at least the meteorological department was a little bit accurate at some point about the weather. But we're hoping for all the best. Just make sure during this time, stay safe, stay cold. For those who are in church who are going for keshas during this period, this is a period whereby if you're going for kesha, you should start knowing how to differentiate between the power of the Holy Spirit and the cold that is causing you to shiver. You might be in a church and you're doing like this and you think it's the Holy Spirit. It's the cold. Close the door. Ladies and gentlemen, some of us were a product of this kind of weather, but we thank God. I told you my parents met at a funeral. If that person did not die, I would not have been born. Thank God to that person who died and one lady called Yondo Sister. That was the time when Yondo Sister had just appeared. Hey, dun, dun, and they're calling each other. They disappeared into the bush. 9 months I appeared. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, welcome to the show. Continue. You can start tweeting wherever you are. Remember the hashtag is TNL with Dr. Foneke. At Dr. Foneke, of course. At DJ Listening. Tell us, where are you watching the show from and are you enjoying the show? Michael Budi, Maniola, isn't it? Maniola. And of course, DJ Shar. And of course, as we start on the show, put your hands together for the one and only Mheshimiwa Sankok. Give me some music right there.
Wait.
Hi, Mheshimiwa.
Salama kabisa.
Karibu sana. Let me hold it for you, sir.
No problem.
Strong man.
I've climbed Mount Kenya.
You have climbed Mount Kenya?
Yes, it's nothing.
You climbed Mount Kenya?
Yes, have you ever climbed Mount Kenya?
You know, Mount Kenya could be just a bypass you climb.
No, I went to Lanana Peak to put the flag of National Council for Persons with Disability.
Shame on me.
Because that is where the government have put disability in this country. So
Shame
that is
on
why
me, so I've never gone.
when I was voluntarily retiring from the National Council for Persons with Disability, at the age of 38, I decided to retire.
38?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you now if you're 38 at that time?
I'm 40.
40? I don't know, 2 years ago.
Yes.
You young man, look at this.
I'm not young, my friend. I'm halfway. I'm now on the downtrend.
You're now, they say life starts at 40.
No, my
Now
friend.
you're about to perambulate in this town. We will not handle
Let
you.
me tell you, my friend.
Eh.
If God decide to give me those years that I've lived, that is 40 years, then I'll be 80. So already I'm at a peak. I'm now going down. I've already climbed.
Make sure you're careful of your wife.
So let nobody say that life will start at 40. The descent start at 40.
The only mountain I've climbed is the only hill that I've gone that is really, really deep.
It's staircase.
No, oh, you got jokes now. You see this Muteremuko from Kenya School of, what is it called? Multimedia?
Yes.
That one?
Yes.
Then you pick up, you appear in Torongai.
My daughter is in multimedia.
Multimedia?
Doing electrical engineering.
Multimedia doing
My friend, are you
engineering.
one of those children of nowadays who the greatest distance they have traveled is between the sofa set and the fridge?
Don't talk like that. I've traveled over the world.
But
You know the first time where we met. Do you tell people where we met the first time?
No, I don't have to tell.
But I'm really shocked. I don't listen.
Yes.
Have you ever tried going near Mount Kenya or Mount Long or whichever mountain?
I'm from Mount Kenya. I'm from
You're from But have you climbed?
Have you climbed?
No, I've not climbed.
You have not?
Yeah, of course I use 6 days because of my disability instead of 2 days. But I struggled and decided that I had to go and put. By the way, if you go today there, you'll find the flag of one state corporation. That is the National Council for Persons with Disability. Because according to me, we are #1 in disability advocacy in Africa.
In Africa.
And almost #5 in the world.
And of course, a big accolade to you because you have really done your best in your position.
Yes, but to the government, especially the Jubilee administration, who decided to put persons with disability first. And there are a lot of things that we have done as the government that is nowhere else in the world. For instance, ACPO, access to government procurement opportunity. Go to anywhere else in the world. There is nowhere in the world that says a certain percentage of all government tenders should go to persons with disability. Nowhere else. In Kenya, persons with disability import vehicle duty free. In Kenya, persons with disability don't pay taxes. If you earn 150,000 per month,
it's 150.
And I earn 150,000 per month, what comes to your account is 100,000.
You are reminding me. Don't hurt my feelings.
30% to taxes.
Jesus.
But for me, the whole lot come to my account. So I will be 50,000 richer than you. Yet we are doing the same job. Job description is the same. Job group is the same.
You know you're hurting our feelings.
Yeah, I'm hurting your feelings so that if you want, and you know, if you want to import a car of 10 million, you will have to pay 10 million. For me, I'll pay 5.2 because 5.8 because 42% is duty. And I don't pay duty.
Does it also apply to buying of weave and wigs?
No, my friend.
Oh, that one you are charged like everybody else.
I wanted to look for him so that I can import my wigs through him.
You know, people nowadays are feeling jealous of us. And there was one day somebody came to my office. He wanted to import a car. This car was 4 million. So with 42% duty waived, he will have paid 2.2. So he came and pretended that he's deaf, that he cannot hear anything. So after I filled the form and I've signed the forms, he accidentally asked me to use my toilet. So I gave him to go to the toilet. Once I knew that he's now on the duty of being in the toilet, I decided, because he cannot hear, let me try. So I started screaming, snake, snake, snake. You know, the guy put on his trousers on the gate when he was running away. So I knew he was pretending to be a person with disability.
But God is watching
and
you.
You know, let me tell you. No, God. It is actually God is watching him, not me.
Inside the
because
toilet.
for me,
God is omnipresent.
No, he was watching him. So, because he was pretending. And that is why, and that is a transformation of 6 years of Jubilee administration. That from where we came from as person with disability, in my community, a person with disability is considered as a curse. And birth attendants are given specific instruction to kill them at birth.
What?
Yes, by giving cholesterol as their first meal. And it will coalesce in the intestine and that child will die of starvation.
And that's it.
And for those ones from northern Kenya, they throw them into the camel pen so that it can be stumbled on. For those one who are from Samburu, they will give mixed water with the sniffing tobacco. And it will be the fast food and it will perforate the intestine. You know, there is a story of Idi Amin having collected the person with disability in a tipper lorry.
And them into Lake Victoria.
To Lake Victoria to be fed by the crocodile.
By the crocodile.
Thank God I was not born by that time in Uganda. I will have been the food of crocodile.
By now you will have been a whole nice dessert.
Now you can imagine coming out of there to an extent of people wanting to be disabled when they are not disabled. It is because of the advocacy that we have done. That there is ability beyond disability. And
now, let me just ask you,
yes.
Are there like because after the new constitution,
yes,
everything was literally devolved.
Yes.
To make sure that now it's near the Mwananchi access.
Yes.
Now, are there even offices down at the probably even from the county to the constitution to the ward level, whereby persons living with disability can be able to access?
National Council for Persons with Disabilities is a function that is not devolved. You know
that is not devolved.
Schedule 4 of our constitution. You know what is devolved and what is not devolved. Health and water are devolved, but other issues are not devolved. But you know what I did when I was the chairman of National Council for Persons with Disability is first of all to try and decentralize, so that we have offices in every county. So currently we have offices in every county.
All 47 counties.
All 47 counties.
Beautiful.
And 47 officers with 2 youth on internship at any given time. That is a lady and a man, so that they can reach out to persons with disability in terms of registration, in terms of creating awareness, and in terms of uplifting. You know, as persons with disability, we no longer have that model of seeking sympathy. We seek opportunities. So once my self-esteem is raised by being educated and awareness created to me that there is ability beyond disability, that despite the fact that I may not run as fast as you can, but what did you score in your high school?
I passed.
No, tell me.
I passed.
By?
I passed.
Probably you got an E because there's no F.
Hey, Mushima.
No, I'm not saying.
You've had my
probability. But how much did you get, by the way? Just be sincere.
I passed. I passed. I don't like making my fellow classmates feel less.
No, I know you got a C.
No, I passed.
I know you got a C.
I qualified to become a lawyer. I qualified to become a lawyer.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
But of course, a C+. Okay. Somebody with disability got an A.
Labish.
So who is disabled? Now that I got an A and you got a C, so who is disabled?
C is not
you
my
know, no.
You see, you're forcing me.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, your classmates are laughing somewhere because they knew what you got, which is, of course, not bigger than C. So anyway, what I'm saying is that there's a student who sees...
Interview yourself.
No. I'm saying there's a student who sees a person with disability who cannot run on the field as a person with disability. Yet, in class, this person with disability is number 1. And that guy who is saying this guy is disabled is number last. So in class, he is number last. But the person with disability is no longer disabled in class. But,
beautiful.
But
so
in the field, I may become disabled. So there is everybody is disabled. The degree of disability is what may differ a bit. But, or the form of disability. Because why did you not score an A, a plain A, my friend? Because there was a certain degree of disability.
In the brain?
In the brain.
Why? I feel insulted.
No, I'm not insulting you. I'm telling you the truth. But anyway.
These are the questions.
Let me
Ask
tell you.
yourself.
No, let me tell you. Just to massage your ego then.
Oh my God.
Let me withdraw the statement. Just to massage your ego.
According to law, as long as it's been said.
Yes.
It's in the case.
No. According to Parliament, because I'm a member of Parliament, once I withdraw, massage your ego, then... But I'm withdrawing the truth.
Millennials, please do not misinterpret this interview. Now, Mushima,
yes.
Let's move away now from now your course.
Yes.
And what you have been known to do.
Yes.
And truth be told, I think even I speak as a person who probably is on this other side,
yes,
whereby by the grace of God I am well able.
Yes.
But you have done an amazing job. Make sure that people living with disabilities are living comfortable lives.
Yes.
Isn't it? Does it mean, because the people who think that even if you're living with disability, you cannot also be in love or be loved?
Let me tell you, my brother.
Because you know your
First of all, yes, of course, because if I lost my ability to walk and to run and to work in the farm, then I have an ability somewhere else. Because energy can never be destroyed, neither can it be created. It can only be transferred to other form.
So your kinetic energy is strong,
you eat the same food that I eat. So if you eat the same food as I eat, you use your food maybe running around and going to the chamber. But for me, my energy is conserved, but it will be transformed to other forms. Probably from 8 p.m. Yeah, you know. And that's why. And that's why you can meet a guy on a wheelchair, a beggar on the street on a wheelchair, with around 10 kids surrounding him.
Wow.
And these kids look duplicate of this
But
particular
Mheshimiwa,
guy. But this guy is
but they
just
have-
sitting. You know, I cannot eat the same amount of food you eat, sit on my wheelchair throughout the day. I have to discharge this energy in any way. And it is discharged from me. So anyway, let me tell you. Let me tell you, my friend.
Let me ask.
You know, I was born in a very poor family.
Uh-huh.
And I was born not disabled. And then at the age of 12, I just got ill.
I remember you telling me.
And
this
then I
story.
was taken to a clinic. I think it was pneumonia because I was fainting and having seizures. So when the doctor woke up, I don't know if he forgot the normal injection and came out with an injection of a cow or something. And then he injected me. The following day, yes, I was healed. I did not have high temperatures, fever gone, and the difficulty in breathing had gone. But then the following day, I tried to run out of bed. You know, I used not to wake up. I used to run out of bed. So I tried to run out of bed. Now I fall down. I fall the second time. Then I told my mother, what is happening? I was taken back to the hospital, and my mother was told, go and massage salty water. Massage me for 2 weeks. It was not possible. I was taken to Kenyatta Mission Hospital. And I have gone back to Kiwa International and made sure that they have a very new hospital, because there is where my corrective surgery was done. So when I went there, then I was told, you have to learn to use crutches, because that is what you'll use throughout
The
your
rest
life.
of your life.
And you know, I was very naughty. I had beaten so many boys. I had crossed the path of
I am
so
not
many.
shocked.
So
I am not shocked. With this, you're kukuchwa kungumu.
at that time, ilikuwa kichwa ngumu kama bibi a lot. But you know, it had to be straightened, you know. Now the boys got time now to pay back. It was payback
There's
time.
a payback time.
Some of them decided even sometimes to run away with my crutches. There was a guy who ran away with my crutches, and I had to sleep in class. I had to stay in class overnight because he ran away with my crutches, and then he slept. And then even urinating, I had to project through the window. There was nowhere else I would.
Monsieur, it's okay. You have gone through a lot.
No,
Through
that
the
is just
window.
little. That
Ah,
is
it's
just little,
little.
my friend.
You urinated through the window.
Don't demonstrate, but you know, projecting. So, so
Whatever you are, just put your hand on the TV. Let's put our hands together. Let's just pray for Mheshimiwa.
No. If you pray for me and this leg is healed, then I lose my member of parliament seat. So I don't want anybody to pray for me.
That's actually my next question.
No, listen. There's nothing as bad as being poor and disabled. Let me assure you. In the world, if you are poor and disabled, that is the worst situation you can ever be. Because I remember one day I was looking after my father's cows in the bush. You know, it was normal for any Maasai boy to go and look after cows. Then at around 11 a.m., I was taking the cows to the river to drink water. And then my crutches broke. And then the cows grazed throughout the day. In the evening, they went home. You know, cows don't know how to say, we left this guy, this direction.
But then they have
this
GPS.
direction.
They
don't
have
have
Google Map.
GPS. So I was in the bush for 48 hours.
Alone?
Crawling. I crawled for almost 3
Oh.
kilometers. My hands and my knees were full of blood. They were soaked in blood. Because, you know, it was a rocky area. Now, you can imagine poverty and disability, because I'm like a car. I need spare parts. If now these calipers break or these crutches break, you have to carry me out of this place. If I don't have money to purchase, because even after being found 48 hours, I had to crawl for almost 3 months before my parents can get money,
Afford.
175 shillings, to buy a pair of crutches for me, before I could walk up and probably walk upright, despite the fact that I walk with a swag. Like, it's better to walk a bit upright. So you can
You
imagine.
walk with a swag.
They call me as Lay King in parliament because I walk with a swag. But I have accepted the name. You know, I can't walk. You know.
Let me just ask
Yes.
a final question.
Yes.
Now, from a spiritual perspective,
Yes.
because I'm pretty sure you're a very spiritual person.
Yes.
And
sure.
the Bible says that by his stripes,
Yes.
we were healed.
Yes.
Have you ever been tempted? Probably, let's say, when they say, put your hands on the TV and you'll be healed. Have you ever been tempted, Mheshimiwa, to just go to a pastor?
My brother,
Hey,
Dr. Feneke,
do you say touch?
you have very long legs.
We thank God.
Have you gone to parliament?
Eh?
I'm in parliament. Have they taken you to parliament?
But
Have you ever earned any salary because of your long legs?
we're running to work.
No, run to work. I have to organize myself. Me, I will walk slowly, so I wake up earlier than you. And we will go to work. Let me tell you, my friend.
So you
There was a day I decided to go and thank God because of my disability, which I thought was a problem to me, but it became like a blessing in disguise because through this disability, I was nominated to parliament to represent person with disability. So when I went, I met people like you, Dr. Feneke, who always see the disability in that person without seeing the ability in that person. They did not see that I'm a member of parliament. They saw me as a person with disability. And the ushers had to tell me, wait, Mzee, don't sit there. Go up there because person with disability will be prayed on so that they heal. I ran away because if they could have prayed for me and I heal, then Uhuru will have gotten all the reason to degazette me as a member of parliament because why should I represent person with disability and I'm not disabled? And I know Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta have a friend by the name Peter Mushiri who is also on a wheelchair. So he will easily pick him and replace him with me. So I decided to run away and I told the pastor, there, if you pray,
there heal me.
If you pray and it heal, I'll break it. I'll break it. I'll break it. Because I eat from this place. I have not been paying taxes because of this leg. I have imported a Probox duty free because of this leg. My friend, access to government procurement opportunity because of this leg. My friend, I don't line up in banks. I don't line up in state house because of this leg. And I know not everybody have earned through their legs. Have you ever earned through your legs? You have earned using your mouth and your brain.
So even in my mouth
no, my friend. Even my mouth does not have speed governor, my friend. So I can earn
that one I know.
I can earn using my brain. By the day before even I went to university, I had to go and train because I didn't know if I can get enough money to continue with my education. So I went to Narok Youth Polytechnic and studied carpentry. As we speak with you, I'm a qualified carpenter.
You're a carpenter?
And I have chairs that are in my house that I had made myself. So I have used my hands, I've used my mouth, I've used my brain. So what else? Why do I need the legs? I don't need them. You can even take this, you can pick it and go with it. I don't need it. Yes. Because for you have always been seeing parliament while you are attending a crusade at Uhuru Park. You see it there. But me, I'm there. I'm inside. And I talk inside, and I contribute, and I'm very popular inside, my friend, because of this leg. So, if you say touch the screen, I don't even touch. But if they dare and come and touch it, I will break it again. I'll look for a hammer. I better persevere the pain, but the leg remains like that.
Mheshimiwa, I'm being told we're almost out of time. Remember the hashtag is Etienne with Dr. Foneke. Of course, you're hanging around with Honorable Sankok, a very good friend of mine. Always such a good time to have you.
So, my friend, you see these beautiful ladies.
Yeah.
You know, when I was young, I used to be very handsome.
You're
very
still
handsome.
handsome. You're still handsome.
Now, I was very handsome.
You are
And
still.
every lady, including those who are like you, they used to admire me while I'm seated. Yes, they admire me. They even can. But when they see me wake up and see my disability, when I expose my disability, they run away.
So how?
So there was only one who accepted me, maybe thinking, I don't know, she's called Helen, maybe thinking that this leg is just a dislocation and it's temporary. So I decided before she realized that this is permanent disability, I decided not to make her disabled but to destabilize her. I made sure she's pregnant. First child, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, the seventh. It's written off.
Now
Where can she go? Where can she go? You know, and she was so busy. Within those 10 years that we got 7 kids, you know, they are do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You know, within those 10 years, she was so busy, she could not have looked for Dr. Funeke because she is either pregnant or she is breastfeeding.
You're too clever.
Or another. You know, nikujipanga, my friend. Nikujipanga.
Mheshimiwa,
yes.
Ulitanga in that bedroom.
Sio kutanga kutamba. What is wrong with you?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Honorable Sankok. Always a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Well, we'll be back after a short break. This is TNL with Dr. Foneke.